Welcome to Mystery Unraveled. Tonight, we dive deeper into the unknown. The island is waking up, and so are the secrets it holds. Brace yourself for the awakening. The night was quiet, too quiet. The kind of quiet that presses in on you like a heavy fog. The family sits together, just inside the resort, trying to ignore the unsettling feeling that has taken root. They've been here for days now, and with each passing hour, the island grows stranger, more unpredictable. It's not just the island, one of them says, their voice low, almost hesitant. It's all of us. We're different. And I think the island's changing us. The resort, once full of life and promise, now feels more like a prison. No one can quite explain it, but it's like the walls themselves are breathing. The air, thick with humidity, feels heavy, like something's lurking in the shadows. We came here for a vacation, for a fresh start. Now, we're trapped in a nightmare. The sound of a door creaks open, breaking the stillness. A gust of wind blows in from the hallway, carrying with it the faintest smell of salt water, a reminder of the ocean that surrounds them. But the breeze doesn't feel refreshing. It feels ominous. They stand up, slowly, each of them moving toward the source of the noise. It's coming from the front door, which is ajar, but no one remembers opening it. The storm, still distant, looms on the horizon. Dark clouds swirl, moving unnaturally fast, like the island itself is stirring. What the hell is going on? One of them asks, their voice quivering with tension. The wind picks up again, this time harder, more forceful, as if the island is trying to push them into something. Into this? The family reaches the door, cautiously peering outside. What they see sends a chill down their spines. The land around them seems to have shifted. The trees are bending at impossible angles, the grass undulating like it's alive. But it's not just the land, it's the sky. The colors aren't right. Shades of purple and black twist across the horizon. This isn't real, someone mutters under their breath, as if trying to convince themselves this is some kind of dream. But it's not a dream. It's real. Too real. They hesitate, unsure of whether to go out into the strange world beyond the door. But then, a sound, the unmistakable sound of something moving through the trees, cuts through the silence. It's not the wind. It's something else. We need to find out what this is, one of them says, their voice steady, even though fear is laced in their words. Whatever's going on, we're not going to fix it by hiding in here. They step outside one by one, their feet crunching on the uneven ground. The air feels thick, like it's pressing down on them, making it hard to breathe. They walk slowly, their eyes darting around the strange landscape. As they move forward, the ground beneath their feet starts to shift. At first, it's just a subtle change, a little uneven, a slight tilt. But soon, the earth feels like it's pulling them downward, like they're being sucked into something. The sky above grows darker. The wind whips around them violently. What the hell's happening to this place? Someone whispers, but the words are lost in the howling wind. They stumble forward, their hands reaching out for anything to hold onto. It's getting harder to move. The air is thick, the ground pulling at their shoes. The tension is palpable. They don't know what's happening, but they can feel it deep in their bones. It's only a matter of time before something catastrophic happens. And then, through the fog, they see it. A figure standing still amidst the chaos. They're dressed in dark clothing, their face obscured by a hood. The figure stands motionless, unmoving, like they've been waiting for the family to find them. The family stops dead in their tracks. There's something about the figure that makes them freeze in place. The air feels even heavier now. The wind dies down, and all that's left is the eerie sound of the figure's quiet breathing. "Who are you?" someone calls out, their voice trembling. The figure doesn't answer, but as the family stares, a wave of recognition washes over them. They know this person, or at least they think they do. "You came here for answers," the figure finally speaks, their voice low and calm, but carrying a weight that makes everyone uneasy. But not all answers are meant to be found, and once you've found them, you can't unknow. The figure steps forward, and with each step, the world around them seems to shift again. The trees sway violently, the ground rumbles beneath their feet, and the sky begins to twist and bend in impossible ways. "What do you mean?" one of the family members asks, their voice barely above a whisper. "What are you talking about?" The figure reaches out, their hand brushing against the nearest tree. The moment they touch it, the tree shudders, its bark cracking like thunder. The earth begins to crack beneath them. "The island is alive," the figure says, their voice now sharp, filled with urgency. "And it's awakening. You're not just on vacation. You're part of this island's story now." The ground begins to shake violently. The family is thrown off balance and panic sets in. They're falling into chaos. "We need to leave now," someone screams, but it's too late. The island has made its decision, and they're part of its story whether they're ready or not. That's it, Jay. The island's grip tightens, pulling the family into something they can't escape. The ground shakes, and the air is thick with the smell of salt and decay. The storm on the horizon is no longer a distant rumble. It's here, and it's angry. The figure stands tall, unmoving, as the family looks on in a mixture of fear and disbelief. "What do you want from us?" one of them shouts, the desperation in their voice growing louder with each passing second. "Why are we here? What's happening?" The figure doesn't answer right away. They stand still, as if weighing their next words carefully. The wind howls around them, but they remain untouched, unaffected by the storm that rages. "You're not here by accident," the figure finally speaks, their voice carrying an eerie calmness in the chaos. "The island called to you, and now that you've arrived, it won't let you go. Not until you understand the truth." The family is silent. They stand in the midst of the storm, watching the figure as they slowly step back, blending into the shadows. Their presence is suffocating, their words leaving a chilling silence in their wake. The air feels thick, oppressive. Every breath is harder to take. The island isn't just a place, it's something alive. And it's waking up. They can feel it in their bones, that deep, unsettling truth. "We need to leave," one of them says, their voice barely a whisper. "We can't stay here any longer. This place isn't what we thought." The family looks around, their hearts racing as the ground beneath them shifts again. The island is moving, alive, responding to their presence. They take a step backward, but the storm pushes them forward. There's no escape from the island's hold. You think you can leave? You think you can run? The figure's voice cuts through the wind, harsh and sharp. It doesn't work that way. The island doesn't let you go once you've touched its heart. They try to move, but the air thickens. The wind picks up, spinning around them like a whirlpool. The island is shifting, bending reality, pulling them deeper into something they don't understand. The ground is no longer solid beneath their feet. It moves like liquid. "We're trapped," one of them whispers, the words barely escaping their lips. "We can't leave. Not now." The figure stands in front of them, the shadows wrapping around them like a cloak. Their eyes pierce through the storm, focused on the family with an intensity that makes them feel small, insignificant. "You can't fight it," the figure says, their voice soft but filled with undeniable power. "The island will choose its path, and you're just passengers in its story. You can't outrun the truth." The family stands frozen, their faces pale with fear. They've realized too late that they can't leave. They can't escape this place, not until they understand what the island wants from them. The storm grows stronger, the wind howling in their ears. The island's energy is suffocating, its power undeniable. The family has only one choice left. "We need to find out what's really going on," one of them says, their voice determined. "We can't keep running. We need answers." As they begin to move toward the center of the island, the ground beneath them cracks open, sending tremors through the earth. The family stumbles, but they keep moving forward. There's no turning back now. They're already part of the island's story. The figure watches them from the distance, their expression unreadable. "It's too late for answers," the figure says, their voice barely a whisper now. "You've already started the process. The island will reveal its truth when it's ready. But until then, you'll be part of its awakening." The camera pulls back, showing the family as they move deeper into the heart of the island. The storm rages behind them, the sky crackling with unnatural energy. The island is awakening, and they are right in the center of it all. You've been watching Mystery Unraveled. I'm Chrissy, your voice in the static. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and whatever you do, don't ignore the signs. Now you're all set to record, Jay.